What if the greatest racehorse ever born carried a secret, a biological advantage so powerful it rewrote history, yet impossible for his own sons to inherit? Millions were invested, contracts were signed, an empire was built around one belief that greatness could be reproduced. But hidden deep inside his DNA was a rule no money, no science, and no ambition could break. The investors thought they bought a dynasty. Instead, they bought a mystery. Before the champion even finished his racing career, his future was already sold. Ownership shares were divided like corporate stock. Breeders, financiers, and industry giants rushed in, convinced they were securing racing's next superfactory. The logic felt undeniable. A horse that shattered records should produce offspring that shattered them again. Each share guaranteed breeding rights, access to what many believed was the perfect athletic machine. This wasn't just optimism, it was certainty. If one legend existed, surely dozens more were coming. No one stopped to ask the most dangerous question of all. What if nature refused to cooperate? The first offspring arrived surrounded by hype. Yearlings sold for enormous prices. Buyers studied muscles, stride, and pedigree, searching for echoes of greatness. Then the races began, and something felt wrong. The sons ran normally. No explosive acceleration, no unstoppable finishes, no dominance. Instead of champions, the tracks filled with average performers carrying legendary names. Critics grew louder, investors grew nervous. The greatest racehorse alive appeared unable to reproduce himself, and no one understood why. Years later, science revealed something astonishing. Inside the champion's chest had been an engine unlike anything veterinarians had ever seen. A heart nearly twice the normal size. Not diseased, not damaged. Perfect. This massive organ pumped oxygen so efficiently that fatigue struggled to exist. While rivals slowed, he accelerated. It explained the impossible race splits, the endless stamina, the feeling that he never truly tired. The legend finally had a physical explanation. But it created a bigger question. If the heart made him unbeatable, why didn't his sons inherit it? The answer wasn't in training. It wasn't in breeding strategy. It was hidden in chromosomes. Every horse inherits sex chromosomes, X and Y. Mares carry 2 X chromosomes. Stallions carry 1 X and 1 Y. And here's the cruel twist. A father gives his X chromosome only to daughters. Sons receive the Y instead. If the champion's extraordinary heart was encoded on the X chromosome, his colts were genetically locked out from ever receiving it. The investors had unknowingly bet against biology itself. The financial consequences were brutal. Stud fees declined, confidence faded, the breeding empire lost its shine. What once looked like a guaranteed dynasty became a cautionary tale. The industry had assumed excellence worked like manufacturing, repeatable, scalable, predictable. But nature does not mass-produce miracles, and the champion's greatest gift had hit a genetic dead end. Or so it seemed. While everyone watched the sons fail, something quiet was happening elsewhere. His daughters. Each one carried his X chromosome intact. They weren't just offspring. They were vaults, holding the hidden engine investors never noticed.
They're in the gate, and they're off. And Lady Secret comes away running with the lead. Twilight Bridge is there toward the inside. Franz Valentine in between horses. Shy Wing on the outside, outstandingly toward the rail as they pass us for the first time. And it's the gray daughter of Secretariat taking the field past the stands in front by a length and a half. And Franz Valentine to prompt the early pace from second. On the outside at Shy Wing, outstandingly saving ground toward the rail. Twilight Bridge is in between horses along with Magnificent Lindy. She's up close, only 3 lengths off the lead. Then farther back, Classy Cathy and Paradise is the trailer. And Lady Secret opens up now. Lady Secret getting clear by 4.5 as they make their way to the backstretch. Franz Valentine is now masked for more run. Outstandingly is now third toward the rail. On the outside, Twilight Ridge is racing fourth. 23 flat for the quarter, 46-1 for the half mile as they continue their run up the backstretch. Pat Day is nursing Lady Secret on a 5.5 length lead. Franz Valentine on the outside is a distant second toward the inside. It's outstandingly third. Twilight Ridge is racing in fourth position. Shy Wing. Classy Cathy is now launching her bid and moves through toward the inside. Magnificent Lindy is now 8 lengths off the lead. Paradise trails, and they're getting closer to the Iron Lady. It's Lady Secret now. Her lead's been cut to 3.5 lengths. Outstandingly second now toward the inside. Franz Valentine and Twilight Ridge. But it is Lady Secret who puts it in another gear as they turn for home. She leads by 5 at the top of the stretch. Outstandingly second toward the inside is now set down for the drive. Franz Valentine on the outside third, and they're coming to the final furlong. Lady Secret in front by 4. Franz Valentine, outstandingly, Classy Cathy, and here is a brilliant champion. Lady Secret, another flawless.
Many raised modestly, but in breeding barns, their value began to rise, because through them, the champion's genetic advantage could finally travel forward again. The dynasty had not vanished, it had simply changed direction. Soon, a new generation appeared. Grandsons began dominating races and reshaping bloodlines. The power had skipped to Steck. What could not pass from father to son returned through daughters to grandsons. The industry finally understood. The champion had never failed as a sire. People had misunderstood how inheritance works. His legacy wasn't loud. It was patient. The story reveals something bigger than horse racing. Human ambition believes everything can be engineered, predicted, and purchased, but biology plays by older rules. Sometimes greatness cannot be copied. Sometimes it can only be carried, waiting quietly for the right moment to return. The greatest champion didn't disappear, he simply chose a longer path through history. And it leaves one question behind. If brilliance can't be forced, can it ever truly be repeated? If you enjoyed stories that uncover the hidden truth behind legends, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who loves powerful stories, and subscribe so you don't miss the next untold chapter from the world of champions. Because the next legend might already be waiting.